So welcome, Sag, to the Temple of Consciousness. Please come in. This is your May 2024 Tarot forecast, a reading relevant to you if your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Sagittarius. Now, I had started what I thought would be my live tarot reading idea. And wouldn't you know it, today is the day of the solar eclipse. And it turns out that my mic is either faulty, broken, or something is haywire with my sound. So I can't do the live with the sound. So I'm using the internal mic on the computer to do this recorded reading because I want you to have the reading. Now, I posted an entire Sagittarian reading for May without sound. I did not know that there was no sound. So the cards that I picked for you in that reading, which was spontaneous and on camera, happening live without sound, I'm going to repeat that and show you what cards you received in this recorded session. So thank you for understanding. I just have so much difficulty with technology. Could be my age, no doubt, or my incompetence, or just ineptitude, or just bad luck. I'm not sure. But in any event, I want you to have your reading. And if I have to record the readings until I can figure out what's wrong with my mic, I will do that. And so let's begin. First of all, today is the solar eclipse, April. And the solar eclipse, even though it's not happening in May, is extremely powerful and so influential on the rest of the year, if not the rest of the 2 or 3 years to come. So it's pertinent as to what theme the solar eclipse is making in your chart. And for you, Sag, this falls in your 4th house, the house of your ancestors, the house of your home, your family, your native country, your father, the fatherland. And so thematically, it will have to do with the day-to-day events within your family relationships. It is the strengthening of relationship bonds within your family. It's about establishing security and a feeling of belonging, being relevant within your family structure. That's how the solar eclipse is affecting you, Sag. Now, let's begin your reading. Again, this is relevant to you if your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign happens to be Sagittarius. So, as I said, I had already done your reading, but could not deliver it to you because there was no sound. But the first card that you received in that reading was, which one was it? It was the 3 of Wands. It was the 3 of Wands. And very interestingly, because this solar eclipse, which is happening today, the day I'm doing your reading, is in Aries. The sun and the moon are in Aries. And this card, let me pull it over so you can see it. And this card, the Three of Wands, happens to be correlated with the sun in Aries. So what it's saying is that you're pulling that energy, that thematic energy from the solar eclipse in April into May, and it then dominates the goings-on, having then to do with fourth house issues of family, your father perhaps, fatherland, your fatherland, where you originate, maybe where your ancestors originate from, being very concerned over those issues, and issues of family harmony, bonding. These are the issues that will then become at the forefront for the month of May for you. But this card has a name, and the name is Virtue. Virtue. Virtue is about moral excellence. It's about being trustworthy and demanding trustworthiness from others. So there may be a question of honor, and maybe someone is questioning your purity, or you're questioning the honor and purity of another. This also is mitigation of tension between people. It also is about launching an inspiring plan of action, looking with great confidence into your future. Trying to overcome any of your fears, to act boldly, freely. It's a great optimism that occurs about the future, maybe even about your health, having confidence that you can return to a higher level of health and well-being. So this then is the way we open up the month. And again, that solar eclipse energy is being brought right into the month for you. So that was the first card that we received for you. And the second card we received for you was the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords. This is about winning an argument. Sometimes at any cost. Winning without being sensitive to the one being defeated. This could be a verbal altercation or a verbal exchange, a difference of opinion with someone. It's the aggravation of a conflict or a disagreement. And it's best not to respond in kind if you are the one being assaulted or attacked or insulted. So it's about resolution of conflict. That's your challenge. It's the resolution of some sort of verbal disagreement on ideas or on ways to approach a problem. You may have a different idea as to how to approach a problem. That is ultimately what the Five of Swords is about. It's about discontent, mental disharmony. So you might be the winner in an argument, in a contention of ideas. But remember to be sympathetic to those over whom you've won. That's very, very important, to keep the peace. Peace comes, but make sure that the peace doesn't come at the expense of another's emotional hurt or pain. That's very, very important, especially when the theme is about family unity, mending the relationships within a family. So that is your challenge, Sag. And the third card that you received in the position of the unexpected is the 10 of Pentacles. So this again reverts back to the set theme created by the solar eclipse happening today. So the 10 of Pentacles is about wealth, family wealth, shared wealth, inheritance, family business, family estates, family harmonic union, the helping of one generation to another, an older generation helping a younger generation within a family, and the younger generation perhaps being able to help an older generation, but sharing of wealth, of ideas, of talents, of skills. The family has always been the bedrock of civilization. A strong family creates wealth, creates power, and it creates love. And that is your mission. That is your mission, Sag. Look how we end. We end with fire, more fire. We have the Knight of Wands. This is uncompromising power. It's, even though the Knight is not in complete control, he's very confident. He rides a very fast horse, and he impulsively moves in the direction that he feels is appropriate, interesting, adventurous, exciting. You do something exciting at the end of the month, and with bold confidence. Maybe you take a trip, because the Knight is in an Egyptian desert, a very exotic place with pyramids. So some place that maybe is new to you, but fulfills some part of you that longs for adventure. Something fulfills that part of you that longs for more adventure. Be this, of course, intellectual, artistic, or literal. literal to travel. Remember this month, this is the position of the outcome. Remember this month, you must be very diplomatic, but confident in your ability to lead, confident in your own ideas, in your own path. And take that path. At the end, you take the path that you feel is right and good. That's what we have then for you, Sag, for May 2024. So thank you very much for coming to the reading. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. I will try to do live once I get my mic fixed. Or hopefully I hope that is the problem, as I haven't identified it completely. I know the internal mic works, and that's why I'm speaking with you. But technology is just so frustrating. But I'm glad to be back. And if I have to record like this and the live doesn't work, well, I will, because I miss doing this so much, I must admit. And even though it can be extremely time consuming, I feel that I want to get this out somehow to you, and I will. So thank you, and I'll see you next month. Sag, all my love, and namaste.